Last night I dreamed my father had just finished fixing the bathroom sink. He was exhausted, a little bit frustrated. He'd had to make multiple trips to the hardware store for parts and advice. But the task was finally completed, and he was standing in front of the television set. I was seated on the couch, and he started talking about Mrs. Lyle's first cameo, Last Night I Dreamed. Anyways, he started talking about how much he despises his job, and then he mentioned the name of a grocery store that's supposed to be opening up very soon. And he said, man, as soon as that place opens up, I'm going to go up there and fill out an application. I'm sick of working where he works now. And my younger brother, who was seated on the love seat, perpendicular to the couch that I was sitting on, reminded my father, well, actually that place opened up today. They're having their grand opening as we speak. So my dad was surprised, like, oh, really? Okay. He grabbed his car keys, and I decided I just wanted to get out of the house, so I rode with him to the grand opening of this grocery store, and he went back to the meat department and got an application. And while he was doing that, this place was very crowded, lots of people there. I think there were some booths set up, samples being given out. I think they had a couple of local celebrities on hand who were signing autographs. It's just a little festive event, and I recognized an old friend of mine, a guy that actually I used to count as my best friend. We went to school together from, I think, 5th or 6th grade in elementary school, all the way through high school. We graduated together. Spent a lot of time with this guy. He was like a brother to me, but I haven't seen him in over a decade. We just, we had a falling out. We were just going in different directions with our lives, and in hindsight I have to admit the direction that he was moving in was much more sensible than mine. I'm just not, I don't know. It was mostly my doing, I have to admit. You know, I was younger, I was more hot-headed, I was more confused, I was upset about a lot of things at that point in my life that, obviously are no longer big deals to me. And instead of just talking things out and just maintaining a good friendship, I just kind of, I blew up. I reacted harshly. And I haven't spoken to the guy in over a decade. This is all true. This is not part of the dream. I happened to see this guy in my dream, but I saw him, and at first I was surprised. Then I looked at him and I thought, no, I'm just going to take this opportunity to finally just, make amends and put all of that nonsense behind us. And so I walked up to him, tapped him on the shoulder, held out my hand. I had a big smile on my face. I told him it was good to see him again. And I apologized for what had happened so long ago. And I saw this this look of relief kind of just wash over his face, and he gave me a hearty handshake and then said, man, I've been waiting a long time to hear those words, but I was getting to the point where I didn't think I ever would. And we had a nice talk, and we exchanged contact information, and just again went our separate ways, but this time amicably and for the short term. You see, I had an appointment to meet a friend of mine as soon as I got out of this grocery store here. So my father and I, we got out of the grocery store, drove back home, and I walked over to my other friend's house. And I went to school with this guy, too. His name is Marvin. I attended junior high school and high school with Marvin. I graduated with him as well. And went over to Marvin's house, and Marvin had some hot tea that he just brewed. He was pouring it into cups for us. And he also had these Asian meat pies that are shaped like half. They're dome shaped. They're very good, very good. Not overly salty, but anyways, he had those on this coffee table along with some hot tea that he just brewed, and he put in a DVD, and then he started describing to me the latest job that he'd acquired. He said that he'd become an instructor at a young Asian male exclusive academy. I took a sip of my tea and, just nodding my head. I want to remain respectful here. I don't want to get in any kind of argument with him. And right about this time where he's finished describing to me his duties at this academy, the DVD menu comes up and he hits play, and it's just this weird, creepy, like little propaganda presentation for this academy, and I remember the narrator saying things like they'll be free from the outside influence of disgusting, and then start naming off every other ethnicity or nationality. And at that point, Marvin, just wait, stop this first, hit pause, just give me a second here, okay? And this really threw me for a loop, because I wouldn't have expected this from Marvin at all. And say, Marvin, I mean, what is the deal here? What is going on? I mean, you're really proud of being a part of an institution like this, and then Marvin, he's got a chart ready, rolled up. It's rolled up and stuffed beneath the coffee table. He's got it ready to go. He unrolls this chart, says, "Oh, absolutely. I mean, yeah, granted, they're not really socializing much with other groups of people, but they don't need these groups of people, because look, if these young Asian males are permitted to study only with the likes of themselves, look, test scores have skyrocketed for these individuals over the last 2 or 3 year period," and it's just going on and on about, I don't know, it was weird. I ate like 2 or 3 more of those little meat pie domes, sipped on some tea, and I don't remember how our discussion ended. I think I woke up before it did. I can't believe it's August already.